Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this set from a company called Reobrix. I've never heard of this company before, but I was at the hobby shop today and they had several sets from this company, including 3 of these cool looking spaceships. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try it and see if they're any good or not. I have a feeling the pieces may not be that great, but I guess we'll find out. But I really like the way this thing looks. It's kind of like a freighter or something like that, but it has like some lasers on the front. I don't know if these are going to be stickers. I'm guessing they're stickers. Maybe they're prints. Oftentimes these other brands of versus Lego, they actually use prints. This one's called the Escort boat. It's set number 788 and it's got 966 pieces. On the back here, you can see how it looks. It's got a really nice stand. It has lights in it, which is another reason I liked it. And it's got a little battery pack there. So yeah, should be pretty neat. All right, well, let's open this up. I'm curious to see what the quality of the parts are like. Okay, so let's take a look and see what kind of parts we got. I already cut the tape on the box. Like I said, I'm not really sure what kind of quality these pieces are. Sometimes it's hit and miss with this stuff. Oh, okay, so we already got some stickers going on right here. Looks like if that's the only 2, that'll be great. Let's see if these are numbered. Oh, they are. There's a number 1 right there. Okay, good. Wow, that's a big bag too. Let's see, get the rest of these out. All right, so it looks like there's only 2 bags, and then, sorry, there's not the best camera angle here, my instruction books. There it is. It looks like there's 1 more bag in here. Yeah, let me see if I can get it out of there. It's really wedged in there. There it is. All right, I think that's all of it. I'm not seeing any more stickers in the box. So, looks like we got 3 bags, and then there's like 3.1, 3.2. Sometimes that's the way they kind of do it. So I'm guessing you're going to have to open up all of these, is how that's going to work. We'll see what the pieces are like. I'm not sure. Just looking at them, I can kind of tell they're probably not the best quality, but, you know, sometimes even the not the best ones turn out okay. Oh, here's the electronics. There is a battery pack right here. Looks like button cells, maybe? That's got to be a button cell. And then there's a light strip right here. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, and then let's kind of quickly go through this. It's not a very thick instruction booklet. Okay, oh, well, I spoke too soon. Look at this. Wow, oh my gosh, look at all these stickers. Wow. Oh, I hate stickers. I am not a sticker fan. Really don't like messing around with these. Odd that they would put these 2 separate. Oh, these are replacement stickers, so in case maybe you lose it or something, I guess that's what it means. All right, well, I guess we'll have to deal with that. And then let's take a look at the instructions here. So, all right, well, one thing I do like about these instructions, and I've seen it in other sets as well, is once you've done one part, when you go on to the next one, they highlight it in this bluish color to let you know that that's the part you already did and that these are the new parts that you're going to put on. Makes it a little easier to see what you're supposed to be putting on where. Lego sometimes outlines it, and I wish they would do that on all their sets, but it just makes it a lot easier to kind of see what the heck's going on. Looks like some lights up here, maybe. I'm not really sure how many lights this thing has. I don't think it has any. It might have stud shooters on it. I doubt it. But, all right, well, if there's anything interesting along the way on the build, I'll go ahead and cut in and show it to you. But otherwise, I'll show it to you when it's all finished. But hopefully this turns out to be a decent set. Okay, so I've completed bag number 1, which builds the middle part of the ship here. And then 2 and 3 will build the sides, 1 on each side. This looks pretty good. Now these stickers here that were the replacement ones, that was for these stickers that go right here. These, let me see if I can stay focused here. These ones right here, because the original ones were way too long, but even the replacement ones were a little bit long too. So I just ended up folding the edges right over the top there. And when you put it on, you can't really tell. But that's what those were for, is to, I guess they mismeasured those originally. There is a lot of stickers on this set, which I'm not a fan of, but they do definitely add the detail to it, as you can see here. And then the stand is also part of bag number 1. Here's the battery pack. It does come with batteries, which is nice. There's a little switch right there. And then there's 2 light strips. You have to separate them. And then one goes on each side. So there's one here and one here. And then I love that detail right in there. That kind of look, I don't know what you call that, but it's really cool. So let me go and turn these on just to show you what it looks like. There's a tiny little switch down here, and these lights are bright too. Look at that. They are very, very bright, and they're multicolored. There's like blue, green, and white, and then they just kind of go back and forth. They look really good. So once those side pieces are built, I'm guessing they're just going to shine in between them. But yeah, looking pretty good so far. The pieces themselves are, they're not terrible. They're not like the best either, but some of them, I would say for the most part, they fit pretty good, and the clutch power is really good on them too. But they're not perfect, they're not like Lego quality, but not too bad either. All right, well, let me get the rest of this built, and we'll take a look at it when it's all done. All right, so I finished it off now. Here it is. This looks pretty dang good. I gotta say, I really like this thing. I love the way it looks. Look at that. It's completely original design. It's not a copy of somebody else's, and it looks absolutely fantastic. There's so much cool detail all over this thing. And it went together pretty good, and the brick pieces are actually very good. I think I mentioned earlier that the clutch power is good and strong on these. I didn't have any issues with them not, staying together very well. And the instructions were clear. Everything seemed to fit pretty good. So not a real problem. You can always tell a slight difference between these and, say, Lego pieces. But as I mentioned, these things are getting better and better. All right, well, let's take a look at some details on it. This thing is definitely not short on details. I mean, there is just all kinds of cool stuff all over. I really like this thing right here, and all these interesting tubes and piping that goes along the side, kind of like what they did over there. Now, these are all stickers. Oh man, there's so many stickers on this set. That was the only bummer about it, is that there are so many, but they really do add a lot of detail to it. I mean, you can kind of see had some paneling going on in here, and it looks really good. I mean, it does. It's a really awesome looking ship. This part here is interesting too. It kind of goes underneath right there. It's got the silver bits, and it's got the stud shooters down there. And then here's the back side. You can see the wires there. I'll show you the lights. The lights look really cool on this thing. Those are the engines on the back. A lot of chrome silver pieces, which is really nice. It's like some ventilation right there. More stuff going on. So this is identical to the other side. It's just everything is opposite. But yeah, I mean, it just looks cool. It's just a cool looking ship. And then here's the overhead view of it. Let me see if I can kind of get some better lighting on here. But you can kind of see how this whole thing is shaped. It's got a neat shape to it. It's called an Escort boat. I'm not really sure what the heck that is, but it is very neat. So yeah, you just build you build the middle section first, like I showed you earlier, and then you just build each side. And it's a nice build. It doesn't get tedious or anything. There's always something interesting to build on this set. All right, well, let's check out those lights, because I know you're wanting to see what that looks like. All right, so let's flip the switch back here on the little battery compartment. There we go. Oh, man. I love how the lights go in between, like the middle section and then the outer section. See how it looks right in there? And they're pretty bright. Now, the camera, of course, is washing out the colors, but there is like white, green, blue, white, green, blue. It just keeps alternating, and it looks really cool in person. I'll see if I can try to get some closer views of it, and maybe I can get the true color of it out, but look how nice that looks. Oh, it's so cool looking. I love this. Now, actually, here, let me turn off the main lights to the room and see if that makes it look even better. Let's try that. Ooh, well, it does kind of bring it out to where you can see it. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, wow, that looks really cool. Yeah, the lighting is what makes these sets really shine. It's unfortunate Lego doesn't have any kind of lighting like this. Their sets would really benefit from some lighting in there. I'm not sure why they're so scared to do that. All these other kids are doing it, and it really brings these models, to life. I mean, look at that. All right, let me see if I can get closer and see if I can get a true color of that lighting. All right, so let's take a look here. If I can get close enough, you can. Oh, there we go. Now you can see the white, green, and blue in there. They're really nice colors that they did in there. So I didn't know there were going to be multiple colors. I thought it was just strictly white. You couldn't really tell by the box art, but it looks really nice. I love it. Looks really neat. I love the way it shines out on the table and stuff. So yeah, I'm actually very impressed with this set. Wasn't thinking that the bricks were going to be that great of quality or anything, but no, it actually, they're pretty darn good. I've never heard of this brand before, Reobrix. Yeah, awesome, awesome set. All right, well, there you have it. An awesome building set from Reobrix. I think this was 45 bucks. I can't remember. I found it at the hobby shop, and there were two other ships that they had available as well, and they also looked really cool. I'm not sure I'll get them. I might. This is the one that just, I don't know, appealed to me out of the three. But and I tried looking to see if these are on Amazon, and they do have Reobrix sets, but I couldn't find these specific ones, the spaceship ones. But I'm sure if you look around, you can find them. And maybe they have their own website too. I didn't even check that, but oh god, I just love the way this looks. It's so cool. That lighting looks fantastic. Like I said, it's washed out here, but when you see it in person with the green, blue, and white, that really shows up really nice. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I will see you on the next video. So thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate all of you. And I will see you on the next video. So thanks again and have a good one.